up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get on out my problems, let me When I've been up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Like that. It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bag. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack my bad, but I'm past that with a NASDAQ.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Right, 40! You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
They begin with a run by Smith. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch the pass.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Check out. Ready. Mike, 34. Come on. Come on, D.
Now it's locked. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Again, Locke. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Luck on first down. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. Now a first down throw. Luck. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Von Miller in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. A give to Smith out of the gun. Space to run past the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they're able to strike first here on their opening drive. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play.
And right away, he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal.
11.
Here's Love. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
McManus's point after is good, and that'll make our score 14-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Go ahead.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down.
Cross. Hey, watch it. Watch 61. Matchbox lights.
A shotgun snap for Locke. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And the Broncos first down.
Set 90 Wolf.
Let's go, B. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Hey, exit.
Right over there.
Pilot, 64, read.
Target. Shift.
Lock now on first down. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Emmanuel Sanders. His first touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point from McManus is good, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. A marker down. He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
At the Broncos' 20-yard line.
Go.
Off of play action, Luck escaping the pressure right, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
12.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
On 1st and 10, Luck. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time. That'll bring up second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
11.
Watch safety green.
They go back to the ground now with Smith. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. You really can't see it in his leg. Maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard, that's about it. But as long as he's booting them the way he's booting them, keep going, big guy.
And after the made field goal, here's Adam Vinatieri to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Looking back to that first quarter, they struggled, but now here in quarter 2, they seem to have some rhythm.
And it really shouldn't be a surprise to us, because when we were in the production meetings, we asked a few of the players about, hey, what if things get a little rocky early? They all said the exact same thing. We're prepared, so we're confident things will work out, and so far, they have started to do so.
Those 3 words we hear a lot, stay the course. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, Haywood. General West. 41 to Mike.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Slam. Jam. Bang.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call, 1st and 10. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Box throw caught by Sutton. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Check. Any weapons? Ready?
Lock to throw on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. He'll find Sutton on the right side complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. And McManus able to put it through, and that will tie things at 17 all. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
It's now 2nd and 6 at their 48-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, Luck. And incomplete.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
11.
Out of the gun, Luck. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Von Miller, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. Tackle made by Tyus Bowser. I don't know that you've got a wealth of options here now. 3rd down from your 2.
The question is, how much confidence do you actually have in various aspects of your team? In your defense, in case things go wrong. In your quarterback to take care of the football. Your offensive line to protect it. If you're feeling pretty confident about all those things, you might take a shot right here.
From from his own end zone. Lock on 3rd and long. This is the tight end fan. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Broncos send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Fielded at about the 28. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. A quick first down there to start the drive, an 18-yard play. Left side by Hilton. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. This one caught by Ridley. 13 yards there, offset some of the penalty yardage as it's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Running the sweep, Hilton with it. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. The Colts on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Locke. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Hey, Charlie. What's up? Go. Mike 41.
On 1st down, Locke. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. He'll lose a couple on what should be the final play of the first half. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Let's go. 60 outlaw. Check 55. Hey, box truck. 55, 55, go.
From the gun on third down, Locke. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is caught at the 20. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Phillip Lindsay with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. McManus's point after is good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. From the 31, Luck. Ebron with it over the middle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Check.
On first down, it's Luck. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To the air again. Locke looking middle, and it's incomplete. The former first-round pick, Kareem Jackson, there defensively.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. On third down, Smith. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right. That is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, Delta. 51 the mic, boy. 51.
Throwing his line. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Stay at home. Stay at home. Stay at home. 51.
Throwing on 3rd down. Luck. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Von Miller, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that'll bring him back within a point. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Margus Hunt able to take him down.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
So we got man. Ready.
Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He completes this to Sutton. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. He'll return it from the 6. Breaks a tackle. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Again, it's Smith, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Topper!
Hey, check.
From the gun on 3rd down, Luck to the right side to Eric Ebron. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Good for a Colt first down. The former Lion Ebron there bringing it in from Andrew Luck. Luck now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on second down. Luck. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Back now in Indianapolis. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter play. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long.
Strip that ball. 12. Check Mike 34. Mike 34. All day, baby.
A shotgun snap for Luck. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Andrew Luck, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago when he was comeback player of the year. And he needs another one right now if he wants a Colts victory. The throw right sideline here is complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Luck. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Luck throwing again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
The one with the dive look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Let's go, D. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
To throw it is Locke. And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. Locke now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
To throw again on second down. Block. His throw incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Let's go! At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Love. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Love. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Throwing again is Love. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them lead up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, we talked about Phillip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018. The Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Phillip Lindsay. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
You go take. You're out. You got time. Ready?
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Royce Freeman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now this is Hilton on the receiving end, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He's back to throw. Complete to Hilton. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Luck. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Riley Ridley, his second touchdown on the season, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter. So here we go. The Colts will go for 2. Now Luck. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Clock now to throw. This is Riddick on the screen. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. The Broncos on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7.
53, check 53. I'm going back to you.
Back to throw. Lock looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 44. The rookie picked off the rookie.
And guess what? They're pretty familiar with each other. It's not like when I was growing up and the dinosaurs were roaming the earth and you heard about a guy somewhere. Now they run into each other at camps, going through high school ball, recruiting, college games, all-star games, you name it. A lot more familiarity with each other.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
Mike 51. Hey, Orbit.
Luck now to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker, and they already know the distance that he feels comfortable.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Let's go.
Now it's Luck. He's going to air one out. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Lock again here on 2nd and 10. Left side here to Sanders. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. Lock's going to throw. Got a man. He finds Sanders. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. The 6th season in Denver now for Emmanuel Sanders after those 4 years in Pittsburgh. And you may recall Sanders tore his Achilles December 5th last year in practice. But before the injury, he was on his way to another 1,000-yard season. Would have been his 4th in his first 5 years in a Bronco uniform. Now at 32 years of age as he tries to return to full speed. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Check, cross. Check, lucky.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
On the ready. Coming to you, coming to you. 80 weapons. Snap.
Now on 2nd and 13. Lock. Being chased out left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
To throw on 3rd down. Lock. He's got his tight end Fant, and he's taken down inside the 30. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. That puts them in field goal range, but let's face it, they don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Lindsey. And another timeout taken by the Colts. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
27-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
X3. 218. Chop. Kill. 5.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Overtime with less than 2 minutes to play, and we are still all tied.
Here we go. Set. 70. Indy.
53. Hey, watch the slant.
Right up.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 49. Check. Go. 36. Check 99. Check 99. Check. Kill.
Look. Squeeze. Set, go.
Here's Lindsey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Locke to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And this has no chance. It's no good. Well, wide to the left, and that changes everything here in OT. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Hey, Echo.
Now it's Love. Looking deep for Hilton. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards. Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go home a little bit unsatisfied.